Hello, second graders, and welcome to our math lesson for today. Today in math, we're going to be doing lesson 8.7, which is titled Estimate Lengths in Feet. And we are going to be answering the essential question, how do you estimate the lengths of objects in feet? So last lesson, we kind of talked about the difference between measuring an object in feet and measuring that object in inches. So I think we're going to start kind of going more in the direction of measuring objects in feet now, since we've had a little bit of practice measuring objects in inches. So now we're going to start really practicing how to estimate and measure objects in feet. So we're going to start by watching our video first, and then in the next video, once we get through the activities in this video, will be some more examples and some more activities that we can do together to kind of help us better understand how to measure or estimate the lengths of objects in feet.
Well, hi there. Do you see the tree across the river? I love to climb it. Part of the fun of climbing the tree is seeing how high I can go. I'd like to find out the height of the tree. I don't have any tools long enough to measure the height of this tree exactly. I wonder if I can use a 12-inch ruler to estimate the height of the tree.
Which of these objects is about the same height as the length of a 12-inch ruler? Compare the height of the bookshelf with the length of the ruler. The height of the bookshelf is about the same as the length of the ruler. Compare the height of the chair with the length of the ruler. The height of the chair is greater than the length of the ruler. Compare the height of the window with the length of the ruler. The height of the window is greater than the length of the ruler. So the bookshelf is the only object that is about the same height as a 12-inch ruler.
So we can say that the bookshelf is also 1 foot because, or about 1 foot, because it's the same height as the ruler. The chair, you can probably estimate that the chair might be more about like 2 feet. Same with the window, because the ruler kind of went halfway up the window. So you would need 2 rulers to kind of measure the whole window. So the window is probably about 2 feet. Same with the chair, but the bookshelf or the bookcase was exactly 1 foot.
Estimate how many 12-inch rulers will be about the same length as this bulletin board. This ruler has a length of 12 inches. Compare its length to the length of the bulletin board and estimate the number of rulers that would match the length of the bulletin board. About how many rulers will it take to measure the bulletin board? Think about how many rulers will fit end to end with no gaps or overlaps.
So our first option is 2 rulers. So I think that 2 rulers would just be too short, right? Because we have 1 ruler here, and then the second ruler might take up like half of the bulletin board, right? So I think that we can estimate that this whole bulletin board is probably about 4 rulers long, because again, we have 1 ruler here. If we were to add a second ruler, it would probably go right in like the middle of the bulletin board. So then that means that from here to here, we would also have another ruler. And then from here to the very end, we would have another ruler, which would leave in total 4 rulers. 5 would be a little bit too much. 5 would probably go like somewhere out here, right? So we can say that the bulletin board is probably about 4 rulers long.
Correct. 4 rulers are about the same length as the bulletin board. The number of 12-inch rulers that match a length is the number of feet in the length. Select the number of feet that's about the same length as the length of the bulletin board.
Okay, and so if we have 4 rulers, which each ruler is 12 inches, right? But we call one ruler, one whole ruler, 1 foot. So if we have 4 rulers that measure that whole bulletin board, then we can say that the bulletin board is 4 feet long.
Correct. The bulletin board is about the length of 4 rulers, so its length is about 4 feet. Now let's practice with the personal math trainer.
All right, so let's try some other examples. Okay, so number 1 says, estimate the distance from the left edge of the desk to the right edge of the window in feet. Then estimate the same distance in inches. So what we're going to do is it gives us 1 ruler right here. And we're going to estimate how many more rulers it's going to take to get from this side of the desk all the way to this edge of the window. So if I use 1 ruler that goes like about this long, and then what if I were to add another one? I think if I added another one, it would probably go to somewhere like right about here, right? So that would be 2 rulers long. 3 rulers long would probably go somewhere right around here, right? And then if I added 1 more ruler, a 4th ruler, it would probably go right to the very end, right? So we can estimate that it'll probably take us about 4 rulers to go from this edge of the desk to this edge of the window. So if it takes us 4 rulers, then we can say that the distance between that edge of the desk and this edge of the window is about 4 feet, right? Because 1 ruler equals 1 foot. So if we use 4 of them, then that will be 4 feet. Now, it says about how many inches is the distance, and we have options 5 inches, 12 inches, and 60 inches. And if you are great mathematicians, like I know you are, you might be saying to yourself, well, Mr. Pegalo, 4 feet does not equal any of those. 4 feet, if you add up 12 4 times, you find out that 4 feet is equivalent or equal to 48 inches. And you would be correct thinking that. So we're going to pick the one that we think is the closest to 48 inches. Okay? So 48 inches. 5 is not very close to 48 inches at all. 12 is a little bit closer, but still probably not the best option. So 60 inches is only 12 inches off. So it could have been another foot. It could have been 5 feet, which would have gotten us a lot closer to the answer. But we measured 4 feet, and out of these options here, 60 inches is probably the best estimate that we can pick from. So we're gonna click on C, and let's check our answer.
You did it!
All right, awesome. Now it says estimate how many 12-inch rulers will be about the same length as the window. So we have a little key down here, and again, we're just estimating, right? So we have this is the length of 1 ruler right here. So if we were to add another one, it would probably go to like right about here. And we still haven't really gotten to that edge of the window yet. So let's add a 3rd ruler, and that might go to like right about here. So we can probably estimate that this window is about 3 rulers long. And if it was 3 rulers long, then we can also say that it is about 3 feet long. Now let's check to see if our answer is correct, and if not, we might have to make another estimate.
You did it!
We got it right. Good. Awesome job.
Now try your homework on your own with the personal math trainer. It includes the exercise you saw at the beginning of the lesson.
So if you want to see a few more examples and you want to do a couple more activities together with me, then definitely check out the video next to this one. However, if you feel like you're ready to go and you have a good understanding of how to estimate in feet, then definitely go ahead and log into Think Central and complete the assignment for lesson 8.7. Okay, everybody, good luck on your math homework. And again, if you need some extra help, feel free to check out the next video next to this one. Bye!